Alright guys, this is Cole Cheese Hunter, BTD and PK Productions. This video, if not a live commentary, I mean it depends on how this goes. And of course my cat will walk in right as soon as I start the video. Hold up. Come on, Lou. Oh shoot. Alright, I'm just mainly making this video. This is, I believe, a bonus weight CJ. I am only a... yeah, I have bonus weight. I am only a... I hope these guys don't suck. It doesn't look like it. Alright. I am only a, legal 9, so I'm gonna be a 10 after this, if we win, which we should. This has been a pretty good group. The cog round looked pretty good. We had a soundless. I might make a rant on soundlesses later, and it's not gonna be like a bad rant, but this, I'm not gonna talk about that here, unless I get more time. But what I really want to talk about, this is about my 3rd or 4th, I think it's my 4th, CJ today. Wait, it was on my desk, my cat. Here we go. But what I really wanted to talk about was how to dodge. I didn't even see, I didn't even hear him. Leo, you're kind of blocking my TV. Not my TV, my computer. Alright, he jumped out. But, and now he wants back out. Hold up, Leo. But I mainly wanted to, show how to dodge. Okay, he really wants help, so I will... Stupid cat. So, the thing about bonus weight, for those of you who don't know, is, you get more gavels, you get more... It goes a lot faster, you get more bonus weight. It all depends on your soup level, which I think is kind of stupid. But, you only... Does Aceer's been let back in? I think he does. But you only, get bonus weight if the average soup level is Big Wig 25. And that was more than enough because I'm in a CJ mini-thon right now. This keyboard is horrible. So, with bonus weight, you're gonna get more gavels, you're gonna get more cogs, and your evidence will weigh more. And it's gonna go a little bit faster, actually more faster than normal river runs. And the reason why I'm making this video is I've done countless CJs with this group, with this guild. I'm not sure which guild it is. I'd have to ask Chris or Spoonfullofpasta, who I will probably mention a lot in this video because he's helped me out with CJing and these and how to do shit because, to be fair, when I quit, I wasn't any good and I hated the CJ with a burning passion. But, yeah, and basically what you'll see me do is use the Trifecto strategy. I think that's what it's called. That's what Chris said it was called. But it's basically where when you see the evidence come at you, you stand back and jump. I normally do them both at the same time. See, like, you've got to pay attention to the cogs if you want to dodge this evidence that the cogs are dishing out. And I normally, whenever they throw, I mean, it's helpful when there's no stunners. I did that a little bit too early. But it's helpful when there's no stunners, because then you can, at least to me, because then I know to pretty much jump every single time, and I would jump every single time they throw it, even if none is coming at you and if they're going for the pan or something. I don't know. I just do it as a precaution, you know, and I mean, as I said, I'm only a legal, so I'm not too great at this, but I know how to dodge, which is more than some of these Big Wig 50s do. Because my past few CJs, I mean, we've gotten down to where we've almost had to use Unites. And I didn't even see an evidence hit me, but that's why I say jump every single time, by the way, but, I mean, you know, I don't jump every single time. And what you want to do when it first starts off, you'll see me standing way back over here, and you might want to, wait until right around when it gets just about as low as this, you might want to move up. But when it really starts off, especially if you haven't sat much, you want to stay back. It's easier to see the evidence, and you know, it's basically the only way to hit the pan. But yeah, once it gets down to about here, you might want to start moving up. I'm gonna probably wait until I get another batch of evidence. And then it gets a little bit more difficult to dodge, and that's where I really say just jump every single time when you see them throw it. You know. And besides dodging, I didn't record the cannon round. I sat 2, and the reason why I didn't is because I'm no good at the cannons, and you know, I mean, cannons aren't that difficult, but you know, I'd say I see about 1 or 2, and see, this is another thing I want to talk about. Hold up. But, I mean, it's because they don't know how to dodge, and that kind of leads into what I'm going to talk about next, which is, okay, I'm moving on, which is when to use toonups in the CJ, or not necessarily toonups, but just, you know, healing with the evidence. And I hate doing this because normally when you buy the pan, if you have bonus weight, you're gonna get that gavel behind you. You're gonna get that gavel behind you, so it makes you so you can't jump back. So you might just want to jump, and that's what I'm saying right there. Jump every single time they throw out the evidence. Like I said, I'm a legal eagle, so I'm not the best at it. I'm getting there. But, wow, I'm going on a complete tangent here, but, is when to use tune-ups. And to me, at least to me, I'm never going to ask for a tune-up in the CJ. This is going by pretty quick, so I might not be able to finish what I want to talk about. But I might not ask for a tune-up until I'm below 20 laps, which is pretty rare. And the reason why I say this is, I mean, especially in a 6 or a 7-man CJ, it's gonna take up a lot, and I mean a lot of time, and without any bonus weight, if you don't have any bonus weight, it's gonna make it a whole lot more longer, and it's going to just draw out the battle even more. So, Dustin, I'm making a video. Can you please leave? Please. Please. What? So, shoot. Tune-ups. As really I was saying, you know, if you don't know how to dodge, you're gonna get on your 20 lap constantly, and that's when I think you should ask for a tune-up. I mean, because when you wait so long, well, that's the wrong thing to say. I'm sorry. When you start tuning up, when you're at, like, let's say 50 laugh, wow, it's already over. That was actually the best run I've had all day, which is kind of unfortunate. But let me finish my thought here. When you use tune-up, when you're around 50 laugh, I mean, you really don't need it. You can survive a hit from a gavel, and I mean, the only way you can pretty much go sad is if you get comboed by the gavel and the evidence that they're throwing. You know, I mean, it's... And when you do use all those, when you run up to tune-up, a tune, you're just taking time. You're taking time away from throwing evidence into the pan or stunning, whatever you do, which I think stunning is kind of dumb. I wouldn't do it, because if you know how to dodge, you know, stunning shouldn't even be necessary, because the cogs don't throw it into the evidence pan near enough. But, you know, I mean, if you're just going to sit there and tune them up when they're like around 50 laugh, I mean, the battle is going to go on a lot longer, folks. I mean, you really need to just stop using tune-up like that. I mean, it annoys me when people do that. Um, besides that, I think after my next point is summons, and which is what you get from doing a CJ, because, yeah, I'll talk about those once after we finish dancing. And I know I mentioned Spoonfullofpasta in this video. He's my friend. I've done a lot of CJs. I'm not with him here. But there are like two strategies to dodging, which was the one that you saw me use, which was when we were standing back at the beginning, how I was jumping and moving back at the same time, and then moving back forward. And that's how you want to dodge, and I say do that every single time the cog throws the evidence, even if you know it's not going to come to you, because you may not see it. And I know I got hit plenty of times because I didn't see the evidence, or I wasn't jumping like I said I should be, you know. Yeah, I mean, or there's the, I was talking about the different strategies, or there's the atomic strategy, I think it's called, which was from Kyle, who's a hacker now, and I'll get into him in another video, but he's, I don't like what they were doing previously. This is after the patch. But as I was saying, that strategy is basically the same thing, except instead of jumping and moving backwards, you jump and move to the side. I'm not sure. You'd probably have to go check out one of his videos, because I don't use it. Spoonfullofpasta uses it. I'm pretty sure he's going to upload a how to do the cannon round, which, as I said previously, I'm not amazing at, but I'm definitely not good at yet. Let's see what I got here. I wrote down all my summons, so it's easier for me to tell what I got. I have about 4 invasions. I already had that. Micromanager, I had an invasion. Downsizer, I had a cog. Bloodsucker, I had a cog. Double talker, I apparently had a cog. And those 2 are invasions. Spin Doctor, Bean Counter, I had an invasion and Number Puncher. I think it might be high. I already had that. No. Two-Face Cog? Let me check my list here a sec, sorry. Yeah, Two-Face Cog, that's what I got. That's not too bad. But yeah, considering I'm not near max yet, I am right there. I'm a level 10 Legal Eagle now, after that. Considering I'm not near max, I think if you do the math, I've only used about 3 summons, which really I probably shouldn't have. I don't know when I used them, because probably years ago, because I quit for a while. Yeah, my boss suit is pathetic. But, you can see I didn't take much damage at all from that. But, I mean, when to use summons, really? I mean, unless you're playing, let's say you're playing, I don't know, you're like me and it's summer and you're up at 4 AM and you're doing a D with your friends, like I was previously, actually the previous night, then you might want to use an invasion if you have one. Otherwise, with invasions, you don't... Let me go to my estate here. Otherwise, with invasions, you want to save them. Save them really until you get a max book. Save all your summons. And by max book, I mean having, like, every single cog and every single, like, invasion. That's what a max book is. I don't even need my duels to heal me. But, you know, that's all I really wanted to talk about was summons, how to dodge. Let me get my list out. Was summons, how to dodge, when to tune up, and how, well, I mean, how you really throw the evidence, which I figure is pretty obvious. But, you know, otherwise, you know, you might want to use a tune-up if you really have people who, tune-up unite, if you really have people who are, like, under 20 laff, and there's multiple people. But I don't really like using my unites for CJs. I feel like it's a waste when I use my unites on CJs, and I'm really low right now. You may not consider that to be low, but I'm pretty low by my standards. I like to have a lot more than that. SOS cards, I'm doing pretty well in. But Yeah, I've also haven't made a video in a while. I also recently sold a VP on Cheese Hunter earlier. That's my tune-up list tune, which I may have included in some future videos. But, yeah, you know, let me check my list. I think that's just about all I wanted to talk about. I forget exactly what I was talking about previously. But, you know, if you want to know how to cannon... Oh, yeah, I was talking about my solo VP. I didn't do too well in it, but I think I did well enough, and I don't know when that's going to be up. I'm thinking I'm going to upload 2 versions of it, one where I have it fast-forwarded with, well, not with audio, but with music, and then the other with fast-forwarded with commentary, because I had the, well, not fast-forwarded, but just full, you know, no count, or with commentary. Full with commentary. I don't know why that's so hard to explain. This way you can see what was going through my head. I believe it was like 4 a.m. when I did it. And what actually happened was I went into duo with Chris, and he left me. And then he's like, you solo. And I'm like, whatever, I might as well. So that's what I did. I soloed. Because he thought I was ready for it. Because I told him what I had. He's like, oh yeah, you definitely have enough. But yeah, by the time I upload this, I don't know if he'll have it uploaded. I'm going really on a tangent right now. But by the time I have this uploaded, I believe Spoonfullofpasta will have his How to Cannon Roundup. But he's had a lot of videos where he wants to upload, but he hasn't had the time to. I've talked to him a lot. Well, just opened up a can. Sorry if you heard that. Yeah. I mean, then you'll find out how to cannon, how to do a cannon round and stuff. Right now I'm gonna go do a D so I can get my illegal eagle part done. Soon I'll be a big wig, soon I'll get laff, and that's going to be nice. So I'm gonna sign out now, so see you guys later.